Let's bring you some breaking news coming in now, with Ukraine saying Russia has carried out multiple strikes on the city of Sumy in northeastern Ukraine. The city's mayor says at least 20 people have been killed. Emergency workers who arrived at the scene of the attack were injured in a second strike. Zein Basravi joins us now live from the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. So, Zein, what can you tell us about what was the target there?
Well, this is essentially a heavily civilian-populated area. I can't speak for the target, but what I can tell you, this is the third weekend in a row we've seen a large ballistic missile attack by the Russians of its kind on a civilian area. We had, of course, the attacks on Kyiv that saw the single largest number of child deaths in recent memory in this war. Then we had attacks here in the capital, Kyiv, last weekend, and now Palm Sunday, when people are out at churches, people are out in town squares, we see this attack on Sumy, a place that has become a front line, an important front line for Ukraine in this fighting. It was a double tap attack. When rescuers arrived, when people arrived, there was a second attack that took place. The mayor saying, of course, 20 dead. That number in the last few minutes has gone up to 21. At least 20 people injured, and emergency services are there. Rescue efforts are underway. Zelenskyy, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy, commenting on the attack in a statement, describing it as a horrific Russian ballistic missile attack, missile strike hit Sumy today. Enemy rockets targeted an ordinary street, everyday life itself, homes, educational institutions, cars on the road. All of this on a day when people were walking to church, Palm Sunday, the feast of the Lord's entry into Jerusalem. Now, this is significant. This is an area, we were there earlier in the war, our team was there, and this area is an area of churches, town squares, parks, sculptures in those areas. There's theaters, there's open spaces, there's markets and food stalls, cafes and restaurants. And on a day like today, being a weekend, the weather is nice. It will have been something, it will have been a place where people were out on the street enjoying the weekend, celebrating the religious holiday, the religious day. So we are expecting perhaps the death toll to go up. And this is, once again, it's difficult to really figure out what the target could have been there. Now, we know that Sumy has been an important city. It's been close to the media for many months, as it's become central to one of Ukraine's efforts of taking the fight to Russia. Sumy region was where they staged the incursion into Kursk, where they took so much Russian territory there. They've lost much of it in the last few months, and Sumy has now, as is evident by this attack, borne the brunt of Russian retaliation.
All right, thanks so much. Zein Basravi there.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.